4 points, 18 rebounds in Milwaukee's Game 4 loss. Here he is at the podium.
It's a 43-point fourth quarter for the Celtics, 16 of 19 from the field. Just what did you see defensively that they were able to get loose in that way?
Gotta play harder. Similar as that. They were, playing a lot of one-on-one. They were hitting shots. They were opening the pop with Horford for wide open threes. But at the end of the day, they made shots. Down the stretch, they made shots. They execute well. They were disciplined, so you got to give them credit. But the effort was there. That's pretty much it.
Drew, I think, goes 5 of 22 tonight from the field. How do you make things easier for him offensively?
Just gotta stay aggressive as much as possible. Get to his spots, set good screens for him. Give him the ball, to make decisions and plays and play off him. At the end of the day, we're gonna trust. We're gonna trust every decision he's gonna make, and we said it in the last game. We'd rather him be aggressive than passive, and he was aggressive tonight. Some days you go make a lot of shots, some days you're not gonna make as many, but the mindset doesn't change. You just gotta stay aggressive, and that's what we want from him, and that's when we are at our best.
I think with about 5 minutes left, you came out of the game for, 45 seconds or something like that. Bud said that, you're good at pushing it as far as you can, and then if you need one, just telling him, hey, I need one. What does this series feel like from a physical standpoint, what you're doing on both ends of the floor?
Yeah. I'm just playing basketball, try to make good decisions, be aggressive, play to win as much as possible. Obviously, it's not easy. It's never going to be easy. I always give everything I have, and I'm okay with it. But nobody says it's going to be easy. And at the end of the day, we know what the deal is now. We got to go in Boston, we got to play good basketball. But now how our body feels and what we feel in our mind and all that, who really cares? Nobody cares. We know what the deal is. We got to keep going there. In Boston, play good basketball, play together, have fun, enjoy the game, and hopefully we can get a win.
Do you feel like this was sort of a missed opportunity to kind of win this game since you guys had the lead and such coming off the stretch?
No, I believe everything happens for a reason. It wasn't our game. It wasn't a game. We had the lead. They played great. We were able to play great defense for 3 quarters. Played pretty much good defense in the fourth quarter, but they were making shots, and it was their day today, and you gotta tip your hat and figure out, what you can do better and try to win Game 5. But everything happens for a reason.
The way they're defending you and playing you, how much compared, these 2 games compared to those first 2, do you feel like you're starting to find, more comfort from seeing them a couple of times? How would you assess how it's felt for you these couple of games compared to the beginning?
Hey, at the end of the day, I play with my instincts. I try to be aggressive, try to make good decisions, find my teammates, get to the paint, take good shots. There's some nights, shots gonna fall. Some nights they're not gonna fall. But the aggressiveness and the fearless mentality, it's there. And in game two, shots wasn't falling, but the mindset did not change. From game 2 to game 3 to game 4 or game 1, whatever the case might be, and it's not going to change to game 5. Now, if I don't have I don't make a bucket or I make a bunch of terrible decisions, so be it. But the mindset of being aggressive and just giving everything for the team, it's never going to change. It's always going to be there.
When you take your time, after contact, you're catching your breath. Is that just a breathing technique? Are you trying to clear your head? When you're taking that moment, that after contact, so there's a whistle and you're, I guess for like a better word, on your back on the court. Is that just a breathing exercise? Is that a way are you just kind of checking, make sure you feel okay? Like what's kind of that those stolen seconds, if you will, for
Just
you?
laying there, and I'm like, did I leave the door of the fridge open? You know, did I close it? Yeah, close it. Yeah. So I get up. You know, other times I lay there. I'm like, oh, what dad jokes I'm gonna say tonight? I don't know. I don't have any. But you know, I'm just laying there, man. It's just basketball. It's something that I've been doing since I was a kid. And I don't know. I cannot explain it. I just lay there.
Well, the reason I ask is 'cause I was just curious when you have that jump from 33 minutes a game in the regular season to 42 in the playoffs, and it is more physical, and you're on the court more. If those are just chances to steal a rest, if you will, without having to check out, and it's one of those things where you can kind of get yourself together.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I do it to rest. Maybe I do it. I'm thinking about the dad jokes. Maybe I'm thinking about the refrigerator. Maybe I don't know what I'm thinking about. But it's just a habit. Like it's just a habit. Some days I might not need no rest, but I just lay there. Just sit there. Make sure my teammates come and grab me. Bring it in together. Get up. Talk a little bit about what we're going to do the next possession. It's just a habit.
Giannis, I know most players after a loss, you have, 2 hours, 12 hours, and then you forget about it. But how is it at all difficult to kind of flush a loss in the playoffs and go on to the next one? Is it easier or is it harder because you think about what happened in that game?
The thing with the playoffs is that, you win, you feel great. You lose, you feel terrible. But I'm over myself. At the end of the day, I know what the deal is. The team knows what the deal is. We gotta go to Boston and try to win a game. Now, no matter what I feel, it doesn't really matter. Emotions are for movies, not for basketball. But yeah, like Coach Bud says all the time, you lose a game and everybody says you play terrible and all that. You might lose by one, and everybody says you play terrible, and then you win by one, and everybody's like, oh, what a great team effort. But no, we just gotta stay focused and locked in what we gotta do. Gotta watch film and go to Game 5. And hopefully we can execute. Hopefully we can put ourselves in a position to win. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. We'll come back home and try to get one there. But the game is over with. Once I went to the huddle and we prayed about it, and the game is over with.
As a true competitor at the highest level, what do you think about a guy like Horford at 35, just kind of having a game like that in a big situation for them?
It's amazing. I think he's a true pro. Plays the right way. Hopefully, obviously he led his team down the stretch, made a lot of tough shots. You got to give him credit. A lot of people at 35 cannot even play that way. Hopefully we can. Bless you. When we are in his position and when we get old, we stay in the league, and we can still compete in the highest level. That's the goal. But he's playing amazing. He's playing amazing for his team, and he's the reason that they were still in the game. In my opinion. But you always gotta give credit where credit is due.